Hey everybody, Tristan here with Pixelrater. I got this new game last night that is now in pre-alpha, which means it's basically not even a game yet, but it's called Astroneer, which seems to be kind of space Minecraft-ish, kind of. It's all about surviving and building your setup while you're on a desolate planet. So I thought I would play with you guys and give you a quick glimpse of what it's like. I did start. I've got a few hours played, but I'm going to start a new file just so you can kind of see what to expect from the beginning. So we'll go ahead and we'll be this guy. And we can look around. Woo. So it drops you off on, I'm assuming, a randomly generated planet, because this looks completely different than the last time that I played. And off we go. So what we need to start by doing is building a module that will connect to our escape pod right here, and that will allow us to kind of do different things, build different things that'll let us survive a little bit easier. And we do that by gathering resources. So if we run over here, so pull out my terrain tool, which is basically a giant vacuum cleaner, and this is what we want over here. We'll go steal some of this. So your terrain tool kind of terraforms the world around you and allows you to suck up resources. And so the first thing we're actually going to do is we're going to build a couple of these solar panels to attach to our backpack. And what your backpack is kind of your inventory management. As you pick up resources, you'll fill up these slots right here, and you can move them around and stack them and carry them with you. But that's kind of the amount of things that you can carry. So we'll grab a couple more just for kicks. I haven't tried to see how much I can terraform at one time, but it seems like you can kind of mess around with most of the world. So if you'll notice, I actually need to go back because it says my O2 is low. If you notice the little blue bar across the top of my backpack right here, that's my oxygen level. So when I get back over here, you see I get this little blue rope that connects to my escape pod. And what that does is gives me more oxygen so that I can survive longer. So Tristan, how do you go further away, you might ask? Well, one thing we can do is if we scroll over here, we can create these things called tethers. Tethers. And what those will do, let me show you. Tethers will allow us to travel further away. So you'll notice here. So now I have this longer blue rope that I can connect to and regain my oxygen when I'm feeling low. Ooh. Sometimes you take them too far and that won't connect, so we gotta go back. Let's go. Well, do we have enough to build our first module? This kind of isn't a really good spot for. Oops. That's not what I want to do. There we go. Let's flatten the ground around me a little bit for some module placement. Okay, so if we tap this guy right here, and we don't have any resin, we have compound. So we got to go find some resin, and that will allow us to build a platform. And I think that's resin right there, yes. So we'll suck up some of that. And we're going to need a couple, so we'll just fill up our backpack for now. There we go. So yeah, so the bar on the top is your oxygen bar. It's depleting, so I have to go back over to my little ropies to boost back up. And the little yellow bar on the back, that's my energy, So far, all I've noticed that does is when you use your terrain tool, it kind of drains, which is why I built those solar panels, because it allows it to recharge a lot quicker in the sunlight. But that will slowly drain as you use your stuff. So we'll pull up our backpack and toss some resin right in, right there. Okay, and so when you make your first thing, it's kind of, you can make it like an extender and build another one out. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to put 2 more right on top, and it will allow us to create something, maybe. So we can make a printer, which will allow us to manufacture different things that will assist us in making more things. A research pod, which if you find artifacts on the planet, it'll let you research them to learn new tools. Smelter, pretty straightforward stuff. Vehicle bay, building a car so you can get around. Printer, research, blah blah blah. So that's all we got right now. I guess, do we have compound? We have 1 compound. No, we have 2. We have 1 compound. So we would need another. Can I remove that one? Nope, I guess I can't. Okay, anyways, let's go get another compound real quick. And that will let us build something else. So this, like I said, this is pre-alpha, so it's not really a full game yet or anything like that. And you will notice all kinds of glitches. I've broken this game in the 2 hours-ish that I played last night. I've broken it like 4 times. But that's okay. That's how games get made. Where was that compound that... Oh, over there. Oh, we need that. That's power. So that little yellow goopy is power, and that will allow us to power all of those things that we create to make stuff. Okay, so there's no more over there. So we're going to have to hurry this up so we can get back to the oxygen, the good stuff. Okay, let's go. So this is available right now on Steam and Xbox One game preview and the Xbox Store. If you do buy it on the Xbox Store, it's cross-buy and I believe cross-play. I'm still waiting on either Will or Antonio to pick up a copy so we can test that theory, but it is definitely cross-buy. So if you pick this up on the PC, you can play it on Xbox One. And I did try that last night, and it actually will like kind of seamlessly bring your save over. Maybe at some point we'll switch over, and I'll show you how that how it performs over there. It is a little rough on the console right now. From what I've played, the control is a little lacking. All right, so we have research. Let's build that. Probably shouldn't have built that first, but okay. Let's go back over this way. I think this is where we went. Yeah, it is. Oh, that's, yeah, one thing you'll notice is sometimes these tethers are a real pain in the butt. I don't know why that's not... Oh, okay, it is. It just didn't generate the preview. That's frustrating. Alright. Yeah, okay. I didn't realize my oxygen was so low so quick. You can vacuum up oxygen if you come across it, and I think there probably is a little pillar of oxygen. Yeah, right over there, that little blue guy. You can kind of carry it with you, and what? Wait, this isn't giving me... So this isn't connected somewhere, I guess? Oh, right there. Okay. So I guess let's build some more tethers. And get rid of that because that's not really going to do much. We'll put the backpack away and bam. Okay, so now we have a full tether. My bad. I guess I got a little carried away. So far this game isn't hugely action-packed, but if you like games, you know, like Minecraft, Terraria, things where you're encouraged to explore, then this will definitely be the game for you. And I've been having so much fun with it so far. There was something over here that I wanted to show you that I can't remember. I thought. I shouldn't wander too far, but... Oh yeah, okay, so those white balls over there, I believe that they're a remnant of my crashed ship. Oh. There we go. And if we go over there... Wait, where were they? Let me get up a little higher. We can see where they went. Oh, right there. So if we go over to there, usually there's something inside. I'm not sure if they're actually from my wherever I came from, but they seem like it. So yeah, so you get some kind of random resource, which copper is good. We can use that. And then we'll move on. Ooh. Yeah. Get that power. Oh, is my backpack full? What don't I need? I don't think I need the organic stuff right now, so I do need to get back to that oxygen. With the Xbox version, you will notice the controls are super nuts right now. It's not the simplest task to get around until you're super used to it, but they're still good. Oh, this isn't good. I might die. Can I dig underground so I can save my body? Okay. That sandstorm, that'll wreck you nice and hard. It looks like I can still draw some oxygen, so we're good here. So we'll just kind of wait out that storm. There's definitely... I wish that I had someone playing with me right now, because it definitely seems like a game that you would get a lot more enjoyment of if you were playing with other people. Maybe I will, for part 2, try and get one of my Pixelrater cohorts on here. Is it gone? Still here. Let's see, can I make it over? Looks like it's passed. Yeah, it passed. Okay. And the last planet that I played was equally gorgeous. You know, a lot of bright neon colors. It looks a lot like reminds me of Grow Home as far as like the, you know, obvious polygon structures and things like that. But it's just it's a joy to run around in because it's so colorful and so pretty. Can we build anything else? Do I have enough resin? I don't even know. I don't think I have any resin at all. I just have compound. Get out of here. Let's go get some more resin. Boop-a-doop. I don't want to spoil the whole game because I feel like this is super about you know, discovery and finding your own way. But I mean, at the same time, I do want to find some cool stuff with you guys. Ooh, is this? Oh, this is what I dug for that. Sandstorm, that's right. Let's get out of there. I'm super excited to see what they add to the game. If there were some kind of, there we go, objectives or anything like that, it could be really cool. Oh, let's go. Do I have any more? I can build more tethers. Looks like there's a cave right over here, so we'll go check that out. See what's going on down there. I should have maybe left that copper behind, but whatever. The tethers remind me a lot of like torches from Minecraft. You know, you kind of can't see without torches, and you can't really explore without the tethers because you'll die. But there's still, it's a really unique approach. Oh, cool. So yeah, I got one of these oxygen things, so I believe that now I can I get a little bit of freedom to kind of explore, because it will draw from that for my oxygen supply, unless I'm totally mistaken and I end up dying. But let's see if we can find something cool down here. Oh, I'm gonna stay away from those guys because they'll wreck you hard. I actually died last night when I was talking to Will, because one of those guys just spewed poison gas all over me. And that was the end. Oh, there seems to be something neat. What is this? Is that just resin? Okay. Oh, copper ore. Okay. So with copper ore, if we build a smelter, we can melt that down. Why can't I? Okay, how many spaces do I have? I have no more spaces? Well, let's how far do I gotta go up before I can, yeah, there we go. I guess I have to fully unearth them before I can steal whatever they're packing. So you can see that since I'm not up in the sun to gather solar energy, my my little energy bar drains much quicker. Much quicker. Some more tethers, I guess. Looks like we only have space for one more, but if we can get one more copper ore, then that would be nice. I'm not really sure why it would be nice, because I don't really know what copper is used for, but we'll find out together. There we go. Oh, that was resin? Shoot, I thought that, okay, whatever. Let's head back. If you do play this game in this current build, a couple of the glitches that I've noticed is sometimes when you reload the game, the elements that are stuck to the back of your backpack will just be like 2 feet away, but still stuck to the backpack. So they're just kind of floating, which is kind of funny to look at. But also, if you accidentally pick up one of these tethers after you have a pretty significant line of them, I would assume what's happening is the game's trying to recalculate the path of your oxygen, but it slows the game down to like 5 frames a second for a pretty substantial period. So don't do that, because it actually ended up crashing my game completely to the point where I had to reboot. Eventually you can build a car and stuff. I just don't know how to do that yet, and that can get you around a little bit faster. I'm assuming the full objective of this game is to find a way off the planet, maybe. Seems like that would be something you'd go for. Very Pikmin-esque without the Pikmin. But who knows when it comes to these things. Oh yeah, I needed the resin for this. Shkadoop. Oh, that's compound. That's why I can't use it. There it is. Boop. Alright. So, I have nothing to research, so that does me no good. Oh, look at that little Epcot moon over there, rising in the distance. See, this game's just so nice to look at. You know, compared to... See, nothing to knock Minecraft. I've played thousands of hours of Minecraft in my life. But, this game's just so nice to look at. It's really awe-inspiring. Where did my tether go? I'm going to attribute that to an alpha bug. Maybe. Or maybe I just am dumb somehow. So that's more power, which we don't really need yet. But actually, I don't have. Oof. I need to find some resin. Oh, there's resin right there. Yay for resin! And unfortunately, even though I'm above ground, it's nighttime, so this is gonna happen. Bye, Felicia. I just realized that you can probably pick up the huffing that my radiator is making, but it's middle of December and it's cold, so you're gonna have to deal with my asthmatic radiator. Just so we'll go back over here. We'll drop these 2 more resins on this platform, and then that should allow us to craft a new space. Pull up that. Another thing I noticed about the Xbox version is when you pull up, like how I can scroll this around and move this around pretty easily. I didn't figure out a way to do that on the Xbox version, and the backpack would always just appear in front of my platform, so it was very hard to place things super easy. Oh, so I can make a printer with copper, and I have research, and I don't have that. Oh, okay, so I guess let's make a printer because we can. Oh no, we can't because I only have 1 copper. The rest is I would need this. Okay, well then let's make some compound and smelt some copper. Oh wait, isn't... Yeah, there's right there. And do I have another one? Oh. There's gotta be some compound around here. There's always compound. Yeah, over there. Boop. Oh, that's not gonna do us any good. I wish that... I hope that they take better steps in future builds to kind of maybe restrict movement of creating these tethers beyond where they can go, because otherwise you're just kind of, you know, backtracking, looking for maximum tether distance before you drop it, and it seems like it's kind of wasting time. But that's okay. Okay, so we got compound. This is definitely a game that you could get lost in for hours, just kind of zooming around. Alright. So drop that down there, and then we'll make that smelter. Boop, 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 boop. And then I'm assuming we're going to need power, which don't have any. Yeah. But we'll put, boop, boop. We'll just kind of store these right here for now. And go look for some power. And I know there is some because we found it earlier. There was a spire of it somewhere. That's the oxygen one. I have a pretty decent computer, so my my draw distance isn't terrible, but I would assume that on a lower end PC right now, especially in this more demanding alpha build, you might notice. I mean, you're even seeing some of the jag that I'm getting from just zooming out a little bit, so your mileage may vary. Give me that power. It always seems like anytime I go to one of these spires, I never quite get enough for a full fourth thing, which seems kind of dumb, but I'm curious to find out someday how deep I can go, if I can just burrow to the other side of whatever planet I'm on, or if I'll hit like a core and die or something. It seems to have the same type of like tunneling structure that kind of Minecraft uses, where there's just random, pretty generously sized tunnels kind of all over the place, but it's cool. Alright, let's, yeah, there we go. And we'll throw that in there. Boop, 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 boop. So once we power this up, go ahead and put this copper ore in here. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Does that have to be in the left side? Do I have to have all of them full? Do I need more power? Oh, there we go. I guess I didn't have enough power. Okay, so now I have 4 brand spanking new copper ores and almost enough resin to do something with it. Well, let's we'll toss my copper right there for now, and we'll toss that compound over there, and that tether over there. Make a new tether. I'm just trying to clear up some inventory space real quick so I can go get a little more resin. Because now that I have copper, I think there's something else I can build. I don't know. This doesn't really give you a roadmap. Like I said, it's totally about discovering and finding your own way. And I'm sure there's all kinds of stuff online that you can find already about what's what and what you can do. Which, if you're, you know, if you're in a hurry, sure, do it. But I think there's something. I think there's something to be said by taking your time and doing it all yourself. One more. One more? One more? Just one more? There we go. Oh. Oops. That was bad news, bears. You can do this to, you know, suck down the terrain, but you can also build it up. Let me show you. This is another thing that happens sometimes in this build. You just start running and you never stop. But if I hold control, see how the little arrows change, I can then build up the world, which is neat. It'll definitely allow you to kind of craft some real cool areas, maybe like a cave to surround your base or something neat like that. I'm sure there's all kinds of creative ideas out there already that are way beyond my brain capacity. What were we gonna, oh yeah, we were gonna make a new platform. Let's make it over here. Okay. No, I can't. I thought I could extend it off of this platform, but that doesn't seem to be the case, so we'll just do that. And cha-chow. Oh, that's not what I want to do. So we have a printer, no, we have a smelter, and that's what we need the copper for, to make the printer. So boom. And boom. And do I have any power sitting around? Did I use all my power? Did I use all my power? Later on, once you research stuff, you can actually build what are called power cells from compound, which is, you know, clearly a lot more common around the world than some of those power spires are, but they don't give as much power off, it seems. But I guess let's go find some power real quick, and then we'll build a printer and maybe call it a day. I mean, I'm sure I'll play it more, but maybe we'll make this a part two video. Is there more of this now? So power regenerates there. Can I get enough for two? Is that too much to ask? No. Okay. Okay, I guess. One more. Oh yeah, sweet, that worked. So yeah, those do regenerate, even if it's ever so slowly. Look at that sunrise. So majestic. So gosh darn majestic. I haven't really traveled to see what those triangles are, but I'm just assuming that it's some kind of weather pattern like snow. But sure is awful pretty. Alright, so if we drop that in there, boop, 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 I believe it'll give us the option to, yep, print something, and then we need some compound, obviously. So I can make a solar panel, which I think will just continuously power some kind of thing on my base. We can make storage units for putting stuff. We can make a wind turbine, which I have no idea what that does. Battery, generator. I'm assuming all of these are for powering stuff. And I can start building a car. But we'll, do I have enough to... I have no compound. Okay. Let's go get some compound. There's some right over there. And then we'll build something quick. Something. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of pre-alpha glitch where tethers don't like to hang around. Gimme. I think I have one more spot. Yep, there we go. Alright. Wait, what? What am I not attached to? Oh, okay. I guess. Sure. Whatever. So, we'll go ahead and drop those in there. And I just realized right now that I can sprint. Didn't even know that before. That's good to know. So, yep, that will just continuously power my stuff. That's real cool. That's real neat. So oh man, that's real neat. Does it power, it powers everything in my station over here? That's so rad. Okay, so yeah, you know, you can see like even that, I just discovered that, and it's real cool. It's gonna be really cool to see what kind of things that I can craft and create. Maybe we'll do a part 2. Maybe I'll make it part 2 or 3, and if you want, you can figure out what's going on together. But that's you know, Astroneers, definitely slow-paced, discover at your own leisure kind of game. Super easy to die, but it doesn't seem like it's too punishing when you do. $20 on Steam, Xbox One game preview, and the Windows Store. Crossplay/crossbuy citation needed on Xbox. But yeah, man, thanks for watching.